Welcome back to Offside Talk Podcast, everyone. We've got a packed episode with some of the hottest transfer news and football stories from the past 24 hours. Get ready, it's been a wild ride.
Absolutely. Let's kick things off with a story that has everyone talking. Roma and Brighton are in advanced talks for Evan Ferguson. A loan deal is close, and it could be the move Ferguson needs to reignite his development.
This is a really clever move from Roma. They get a top young striker with huge potential, and Ferguson gets valuable minutes in a competitive league. It's a win-win.
Brighton are probably thinking long-term, too. Ferguson gets experience abroad, and they might get him back next year as a more complete player. It's smart business.
Speaking of smart moves, Liverpool are already preparing for life after Luis Diaz. With Bayern showing strong interest in the Colombian, Liverpool are eyeing a replacement.
That shows forward planning. You can't afford to be reactive at the top level. Identifying a successor early shows Liverpool are learning from past transfer delays.
Real Madrid and Getafe are also working on a deal, a midfield loan that could bolster Getafe's squad depth. We don't have the full details yet, but it's expected to be finalized soon.
Real's strategy has evolved lately. They're using their depth to help other La Liga clubs while keeping players match fit. These alliances within the league can be mutually beneficial.
Meanwhile, Manchester United continue their aggressive summer with the imminent signing of Bryan Mbeumo. They've reportedly agreed on a £65 million fee with £6 million in add-ons.
Mbeumo is a huge get for United. He's got pace, versatility, and a real eye for goal. He can play wide or centrally, and his numbers have improved every season.
What's interesting is how Brentford are handling this. With both Mbeumo and Vissa drawing interest, they're under serious pressure to hold their squad together.
True, Brentford have built a reputation for smart recruitment, but this will test their depth and ability to replace key players quickly.
Back to Arsenal, they've officially confirmed the £52 million signing of Noni Madueke from Chelsea. This might be one of the most shocking and exciting deals of the window.
Madueke brings flair and energy to Arsenal's attack. He's unpredictable and dynamic, and he'll give Arteta something different on the wing.
Now, here's a bombshell. The Saudi Pro League is preparing a world record £302 million bid for Vinícius Jr. That's astronomical.
That's a mind-blowing figure. Even in this era of inflated prices, £302 million for one player is hard to process. Real Madrid will have a tough decision to make.
We've got more coming in the next part, including Liverpool's big move for Hugo Ekitike, Celtic's loan decision for Luis Palma, and Bayern's interest in Rashford and Eze. Stay with us. Let's pick up where we left off. Liverpool have reportedly submitted a £70 million bid for Hugo Ekitike. The French striker has been on their radar, and it looks like they're serious.
Ekitike has bags of potential. He's quick, composed, and can finish with both feet. At 22, he fits the profile Liverpool are building toward. Young, dynamic, and versatile.
With Luis Diaz possibly leaving and Salah not getting any younger, this could be a crucial piece in Klopp's long-term attacking puzzle. Or maybe his successors. We'll see.
There's definitely a sense that Liverpool are trying to revamp their entire forward line, and Ekitike offers something different from Darwin or Jota.
Over in Scotland, Celtic have agreed to send Luis Palma on loan to Lech Poznan. Palma wants more European exposure, and Lech are offering it with regular game time.
This makes a lot of sense. Palma struggled for consistency at Celtic, but a new environment could bring the best out of him. He's still got talent, especially on the ball.
We'll see if this loan revives his form. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich are tracking Marcus Rashford and Eberechi Eze. That's a pretty bold duo to be looking at.
Rashford has had a rough spell at United lately, but Bayern might see him as a player who can thrive with a fresh start. His pace and directness fit their system.
And Eze has been a breakout star for Palace. His flair, dribbling, and creativity make him a great candidate for a bigger move. Bayern could use someone like him to replace aging legs in midfield.
Both of those targets show Bayern's intent to evolve. They're not content with staying static while other teams refresh. They want to stay ahead.
Let's circle back to that Vinícius Jr. story. If he actually leaves for Saudi Arabia, it could change the football landscape. We'd be seeing top talent in their prime leaving Europe.
It would challenge the idea that only Europe is home to elite football. But it also raises questions about competitive integrity. player development, and fan connection.
It's a real test for clubs like Real Madrid. Do you cash in or fight to keep your stars, even with huge money on the table?
These are decisions that will shape the game for years. In the next part, we'll break down fan reactions, what these moves mean emotionally, and the broader impact. Don't go anywhere.
Explore how the fans are reacting to all of this. Starting with Arsenal, their supporters are buzzing about Madueke. Social media is filled with highlights, tactical breakdowns, and even predicted lineups.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of excitement. Some fans are even calling this the missing piece for Arteta's front three. Of course, others are skeptical, worried he might not adapt quickly to a new system.
And when it comes to Liverpool, the possible signing of Ekitike has the fan base divided. Some see him as the next big thing, while others worry it's too much of a gamble at £70 million.
It's the same story with the idea of selling Luis Diaz. The reaction ranges from he's replaceable to this would be a huge mistake. It's always hard to let go of fan favorites.
Manchester United fans seem a bit more unified. They're thrilled about Mbeumo. His work rate and versatility make him a great fit. And most are just excited to see more signings after a slow start to the window.
Brentford fans, on the other hand, are understandably frustrated. Losing both Mbeumo and potentially Wissa in one window, that's a lot to recover from.
Meanwhile, Celtic fans have mixed feelings about Luis Palma's loan. Some think he needs minutes. Others feel he could have been useful in their European campaign.
And Bayern fans, they're pretty excited about the links to Rashford and Eze. They want energy and flair, and those two could bring that spark back to their attack.
Let's not forget the broader community. The possible £302 million move for Vinícius Jr. has people talking everywhere, not just in Spain or Saudi Arabia.
That's because it feels like a watershed moment. If a world-class young star like Vinny makes that move, it could encourage others to follow, shifting the power dynamics in global football.
And that brings us to a really interesting point. Fans are more connected than ever. These transfer sagas aren't just rumors. They're events people track in real time, react to, debate, and emotionally invest in.
It's why transfer windows have become their own kind of season, full of hope, drama, and speculation, and the ripple effect of one big deal can reshape clubs across leagues.
Coming up in our final part, we'll share our predictions for these players and teams, and look ahead to how these moves could shape the new season. Don't miss it.
Coming up in our final part, we'll share our predictions for these players and teams, and look ahead to how these moves could shape the new season. Don't miss it.
All right, final stretch. Let's dive into some predictions. Jessica, which of these transfers do you think will have the biggest impact in the first few months of the season?
I'm going bold. I think Hugo Ekitike, if he lands at Liverpool, could hit the ground running. His movement, instincts, and youthful fearlessness could be just what their front line needs.
Good shout. I'm going with Rashford to Bayern if that move happens. He's got the experience, the hunger to prove people wrong, and Bayern might give him the creative freedom he's been lacking.
I like that. And you know who might be the surprise of the season? Luis Palma at Lech Poznan. A strong loan spell with regular European football could rebuild his confidence massively.
Totally agree. And don't sleep on Arsenal's Madueke. If Arteta integrates him well, he could become one of the Premier League's most exciting wide players this season.
As for the Vinícius Jr. saga, I think he stays. It's tempting to imagine the Saudi League making that move, but he's too important for Real Madrid's future.
Yeah, he's symbolic, not just talented. And if Real are smart, they'll build the next generation around him.
Looking at the bigger picture, this transfer window is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable in years. The sheer amount of money, youth, and ambition is redefining what clubs aim for.
And we've seen how fans are more engaged than ever. Every rumor, every announcement, every leaked photo gets dissected online in seconds.
That's the beauty of football. It's not just about the matches, it's about the stories, the emotions, the connections, and these transfers are a big part of that.
Couldn't have said it better. Thanks for hanging out with us on Offside Talk. If you enjoyed the episode, give us a like, subscribe, and share it with your football-loving friends.
And don't forget to comment below. Which transfer are you most excited about? Who do you think will flop or flourish?
See you next time on Offside Talk Podcast.